Welcome to the AEW Dynamite post show. It's your boy ABE from DET.
I am that ball bro from the NYC.
Dynamite after one hell of a double or nothing pay-per-view. The fallout of what happened with just an incredible weekend of professional wrestling, if you ask me, man. Top to bottom.
Man, like you said, we're coming off maybe the best pay-per-view of the year, regardless of the company, AEW, WWE, whatever promotion you want to is your favorite. I mean, we coming off that amazing action on Sunday, and I think you couldn't start off Dynamite in a better fashion than we did with the main players of AEW. I mean, so let's get right into it.
Let's get into it. Hangman and Swerve face off in the ring. They have some words. Swerve was basically questioning Hangman's interaction with his title match earlier in the year with the Young Bucks. But then out comes Will Ospreay to kind of sweep everything up. It makes the idea of them all teaming up, but Swerve says, hell no, ain't no way I'm teaming up with a jaw. Walks off on both Will Ospreay and Hangman Page. This is going to be a fight for that title if he's all alone. You're going to need a squad going up against the Death Riders. But your thought on this opening that just felt like three heavy-hitting main eventers trying to squat up. It felt like Avengers, man.
That exactly it did. But I mean, let's start off with Hangman. I mean, you hear that promo, you hear Hangman talk, you hear the passion that he just like expresses himself with. Like, that man has me wanting to run through a brick wall the way he's talking, the way that he's ready to take on Mox at All In for the world heavyweight title. I mean, he's the most realist, like as far as people I've been emotionally invested in my fandom as a professional wrestling fan. Like, he's one of those guys that he's got me hook, line, and sinker. I am 100% behind Hangman, behind his redemption arc and everything. And listen, the history between him and Swerve, it shouldn't be so simple and easy for them to get on the same page, for them to work together. And they did an amazing job reminding the fans of their history of between Swerve and Hangman, not just what happened at Dynasty, like Swerve accusing Hangman, like, did you have a part in the Young Bucks screwing me out of the title, such and such, like. But we all know that Hangman burning down Swerve's childhood home and everything, there are some deep-rooted issues. Like, there are some scars that still have not healed on both ends between Hangman and Swerve. So it's not going to be easy, but like you said, Hangman needs backup. He needs a team. And Ospreay, listen, I appreciate him coming out, trying to be that peacemaker, trying to, put all their differences aside for the greater good of AEW, but not so fast. It's not going to be that easy. It's going to be a week-to-week basis, but just that shot, those three guys in the ring between Hangman, Ospreay, and Swerve, the main event scene of AEW is ridiculous. They have an embarrassment amount of riches. Like it is insane how deep their talent pool is. I mean, like, whoever wins the title, if Hangman wins it, he has an endless amount of challengers to go through at the end, but we got to get there one step at a time. It shouldn't be this simple and easy for Hangman, Swerve, and Ospreay to be on the same page. So it's going to be a week-to-week basis. So I mean, but like, this is AEW storytelling at its finest right here. Anyone says that they don't do any storytelling, they're just trolling at this bit. They don't mean it, they don't watch. But I mean, what an amazing start to AEW. What a way to start the road to AEW All in Texas.
Definitely. It's going to be a hell of a time at Cowboy Stadium. But next up, the Death Riders and Gabe Kidd defeat Willow, Mike Bailey, and Mark Briscoe in a trios mixed gender match. And the more I'm enjoying, what's her name? Marina Shafir. She's getting comfortable in the ring. She always seemed comfortable with her character walking out with Moxley and the Death Riders, but now she's starting to get a little more comfortable in the ring. I'm enjoying her matches. And Willow, I'm telling you, if you are painting a picture of Mercedes Moné taking the title, and then they bring back the storyline of Willow leaving the TBS and Willow be the one to take it off Mercedes, take my money now. But Willow is just a star in the making, man. World title is coming her way soon. But this match, your thoughts on this triple threat or trios intergender match.
I mean, fun trios to start the night. I mean, all the characters involved, they all did their part. And I mean, the improvement that Marina Shafir has gone through ever since joining up with Mox and the Death Riders, I mean, she should be commended for that. I mean, I tip my hat to her, but I mean, her and Willow, I think, have great chemistry. They work well off to, well together. I mean, Marina just throwing kicks like just haymakers at Willow, and Willow just giving it right back to her. I mean, it was amazing action. I mean, listen, Briscoe in the match, like Briscoe just going on. It's just weird. The visual is weird with him in that mohawk. Like, I swear he grew that thing out of nowhere, but it is what it is. And listen, Speedball has been an excellent addition to the roster in AEW. He fits in just perfectly like a glove. I mean, but Gabe Kidd fitting with the Death Riders, I think, is a perfect fit, a perfect match. I mean, his intensity fits that group just perfect to a T. He kind of looks like the perfect understudy to a John Moxley when you kind of look at the visual of those guys together. I mean, and a little bit crazy towards the end. I love Claudio coming out trying to play distraction. Commander coming out of nowhere, running the ropes, flipping, boom, hitting the flip on the outside. They're gonna have a match on Saturday to see who faces Kenny Omega next weekend. Can't wait to see that. I mean, any Commander minutes I see on my TV is always a W in my prediction, but what a great way to end the match. Like, you have all the Death Riders like choking out all their counterparts in the match, and Briscoe passing out. So Death Riders pick up the victory. Like I said, very fun trios match. All these characters, they're definitely not done. They're gonna meet each other down the road, whether on the road, especially on the road to All in Texas. But here's something else to keep in mind. During that match, you had Statlander in the back watching the match, keeping an eye on Willow. So let's see what happens in the next few weeks if Statlander is still looking for for Willow to forgive her. We'll see what happens going forward, but I like where their story and progress is going forward. I mean, I kind of hope Peace wins at the end of the day. Willow and Stat back together as a tag team is always fun, in my opinion.
Yeah, that would be incredible. Maybe we can get Stokely in there too. You never know. But next up, we get the Ops defeat Frat House to look like a kind of a squash match, but it's an interesting story. A few weeks ago, we were at AEW Collision here in Detroit, and we got a dark match with the Frat House, and they had good chemistry on the outside, so I'm not going to give up faith in them yet. I can see they're developing something behind the scenes, because when we were there, it was a lot of interaction with the crowd, and you could tell they were testing something out. Seeing them on TV today made me realize that was going on. So give them a chance. People who look at them today and say they were corny live, they did some different things. So hopefully in the coming weeks they can capture that. But they were no match for the Ops. Your thoughts on this one?
I mean, I want to call it exactly a squash match. It was a fun match. It was a nice little showcase. Fun. Yeah, a little showcase. I mean, you got Jack Jameson out there talking a little bit before the match started. I think they worked. They're a pretty cohesive unit. I mean, listen, Griff Garrison, I mean, he's been with the company for a few years, so I'm glad that they're still, doing something with him. And, my boy Preston Vance, who was on, our show, Group Chat Wrestling Podcast, a couple months ago, still good to see him on TV once again. I hope he continues to do well and we see him on TV in the future, whether it's Ring of Honor or AEW television. But like you said, the Ops are too much. Powerhouse Hobbs continues to show and improve every week. I mean, hitting all the members, all the pledges he hit with the spine busters one by one coming in the ring, and then hitting all the team members with that. Hitting Cole Carter with the spine buster 1, 2, 3. Dominant showing from the Ops. And Samoa Joe, he just looks like he's having the most fun out there. He looks like he's the veteran presence out there, and he's just having the most fun. You go back to what he was doing at Double or Nothing in Anarchy in the Arena to now, like, I think he's just having the most fun possible, in the later years at the tail end of his career.
Definitely is. Shout out Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Happy Wednesday. Hey everyone. John Smith saying, hey yo. About the bad guy. And John Smith also saying the Ops destroyed those poor guys. Yes,
they did.
1000%. But next up, after the Ops, somebody else got destroyed. It was Jamie Hayter in the middle of her interview by the Toxic Spider. new to AEW, but not new to people who study the indie scene. I'm pretty sure you guys know who she is. She did the little Bray Wyatt spider and flipped over fast as hell. Like, what the hell? But looking forward to her. She looks like a serious presence in the women's division. But your thoughts on the spider's debut?
We saw it for weeks. If you guys been paying attention to AEW television, that little red spider crawling across your screen, that was her debut tonight. The Toxic Spider Tekla has joined the AEW women's division. And man, listen, I think she's an excellent addition to this already stacked women's roster. And what a debut to make. Like you didn't no promo in the back, like introducing yourself. No, you take out one of the best women's wrestlers in the world who just had an amazing match this past Sunday against Mercedes and Jamie Hayter. So you talk about making a statement right there. It was quick, it was brief, but you know, it'll be memorable in the end. Let's see where she goes forward. Maybe an immediate program with Jamie Hayter. We don't know. Maybe she took Jamie Hayter out of action. That's how impactful she was, but we'll tune in to see. But like I said, I think a very welcome addition to the AEW women's roster.
Definitely. Next up, we get Adam Cole wins against Kyle Fletcher by DQ as Josh Alexander comes out to get involved. But afterwards, he get help from his soon-to-be opponent, Brody King, Brody and Josh, they have a match coming up right after. But before that, Brody comes to clear the ring and save Adam Cole. But I'm enjoying where we're headed with this Kyle Fletcher, Adam Cole feud for the TNT title. Hopefully this continues and this DQ stretches it, prolongs it to hopefully Kyle Fletcher taking that off of Adam Cole. But your thoughts on this one?
I mean, pretty good match. I mean, first off, like scary bump on the outside when Fletcher was going for the apron bomb. Like he missed the apron, back of the Adam's head hit the apron. Like, thank God that Cole seems to be okay. You know,
right.
Fingers crossed on that. But I mean, other than that, I mean, listen, I saw the reaction on Twitter. Like, listen, it wasn't malicious. He didn't do it on purpose. Unfortunately, accidents happen in the world of wrestling. So I don't think there's any there was no ill intent behind that. So let's all calm down in regards to that. But listen, besides that, pretty good match. I mean, Adam Cole, you know what? It's good to see him back healthy in the ring. Like he got great reactions. Like the crowd was into him, you know, the second half of the match. And like I said, looked like Cole was going for the win, going for the boom, but Josh Alexander interfered. So I think this will prolong the program between Fletcher and Cole down the line. I'm 100% with you. It's time to belt up Kyle Fletcher. I mean, this dude has been on fire since joining the Don Callis family last year, but now it's time to cap off that great turn and that great progress that he's made. Time to belt him up, put some gold around his waist. Like, you know, I think he might get belted up before All in Texas. You got a couple TV specials coming up along the way, but we'll see. But no, there's definitely gold in the future of Kyle Fletcher. He's too good. He's ready right now. There's no more wait and see. Give it to him right now and put the rocket ship on him. He's ready to go.
Definitely. Got a comment. John Smith says, Toxic Spider. Is that what we're going to call her, or does she have a name that I missed?
Her name, that's her nickname, the Toxic Spider, but her name is Tekla.
Check her out. Google her.
Yes, sir.
Incredible pro wrestling coming to AEW's women's division. But next up, like I said, Brody King was already down there because he was having a match with Josh Alexander. It was a qualifier match. The winner goes on to be in the Fatal 4-Way against Kenny Omega for the title at Fyter Fest. And the winner is Brody King over Josh Alexander, makes his way into the Fatal 4-Way, possibly defeating Kenny Omega at Fyter Fest. We shall see who the other two are coming soon. But your thoughts on this one?
Excellent match between Alexander and King. I mean, we already seen them in the ring a couple of times. They had the singles match a couple weeks ago that ended in a draw, which leads to this match right here. I mean, listen, these guys just have perfect chemistry with one another. I mean, they work so well off of one another. I mean, Alexander was working the hand of Brody and the apron suplex on the outside that Alexander delivered to Brody just looked devastating, folded him in half, but nasty cut at the end that Alexander had over his eye. Like it was a gasher. He was leaking, but I mean, finished the match, missed with the moonsault, and Brody, you know, hit the Gonzo bomb for 1, 2, 3. So now he's one of 3 guys who will face Omega in the 4-way next week at Fyter Fest. So, this Saturday we got Claudio versus Commander, and the other match is going to be from CMLL. We got Mascara Dorada versus Hechicero. I cannot wait for that, man. Like this partnership with CMLL is amazing. They have I think they have the best luchadors in the world, in my opinion. I mean, Mascara Dorada and Hechicero, they're only a couple of them. You have Mystico and a few others that, I mean, you'll see in the next few weeks, and that AEW Grand Slam show in Mexico is coming up in a couple of weeks. Like, you're going to see some amazing high flying action in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, Brody, awesome win tonight. Can't wait to see what he does next week.
Definitely. Couple comments here in the thread.
You might want to skip that Red X-Force one.
yeah, I was.
Yeah.
John Smith, I agree. Kyle could be a big star with the right booking. Travis says, I haven't watched AEW in a couple of years. I tried it out tonight. It was okay. Keep watching, brother.
Yes,
it's
sir.
gonna get better and better from here. I guarantee you, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got their booking in order. Professional wrestling, been there. It's all coming together. Perfect time to pick it up. But now that leads us to a main event. Now, I give WWE all type of shit, so I got to do the same with AEW. I hate shows that end with promos, but hey, it happens. This one was a good one, though. Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm face off. It was incredible. Both of the women just seemed like titans in their field, meeting in the battlefield, saying what the rules are. Do you want the white flag? Do you not? No, let's go to war. It felt like that. You know what I mean? So I just love this whole segment. It was a part in there where Toni Storm was saying, you may be the greatest of all time, but I am timeless. That was just a bar right there. But this collision is looking incredible at All In. I think I was kind of rooting for the Athena versus Mercedes, but I'm all down with Toni and Mercedes, man. What about you, man? How you feel about this main event promo?
I mean, I'm with you, like what you said earlier. Like, normally, this is AEW. I like ending them with matches, but in the few times that AEW has done it, they knock it out of the park, and they did it once again today. I mean, listen, yeah, I had my preference in what I wanted at All In, but listen, realistically, Mercedes Moné, timeless Toni Storm, this is the biggest women's match that you can book in AEW. So, of course, I think it makes perfect sense. Do it at All In, do it the biggest stage. In one of the biggest stages in company history. I mean, do it in Texas, the biggest stage possible. And listen, they went bar for bar with each other. I mean, they kind of gave a little couple winks and nods to their past, you know, in WWE, like, you know, looking where they came from and where they are at now. You know, it's just perfect right now, and the time to do it is right now. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, this seems like a clash of the titans between they are, in my opinion, right now in the world, they are number 1 and number 2.
Yeah,
and whoever wins this match right on Saturday, July 12th, they will be number 1 in the world, whether you like them or not. They have earned their spots in the world of professional wrestling. I mean, I think Mercedes is the GOAT as far as in ring, but timeless Toni Storm might be the greatest character in women's wrestling history. But it's too close to call right now. We got 7 weeks to go. I just can't wait till that bell rings, and being there live in Texas amongst the rest of the crowd, it's going to be a sight to behold. And it's going to, whoever wins, it's a major W for the world of women's wrestling.
This promo reminded me a week ago when Hangman and Ospreay were in the ring. They felt like these are the top guys about to go to war. And now we see Toni and Mercedes. These are the top gals, and they're about to go to war. Just perfect, man. AEW, they're building up great stars. Excellent right now. Excellent. They don't need anybody from anywhere. Their crop that they're developing, it's like baseball. Their minor leaguers are coming up to play right now. You know what I mean? So it's just an incredible time to be a fan of AEW. On a scale of 1 to 10 tonight, what you giving it, though?
It was a good episode tonight. I want to say great, but that's okay. I think it was, you know, it's pacing. I think, you know, it's the first step on the way to All In. So it's the first step. You know, I don't think they went 100 miles per hour tonight, but they laid the groundwork, you know, for Moxley Hangman, and now for Mercedes and and Storm, they laid the groundwork there. So it's baby steps right now. It's the first step. We got 6 more weeks to go. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it an 8.8 out of 10 in my
8.8.
opinion. Yeah.
Solid, solid. I'm up there too. I give it. It's in the nines for me. I'm gonna say about a 9.1. Was a solid show, man. I enjoyed Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné. That was just great. And then we also got a comment about the beginning. This quick question here. After seeing the promo at the top of the show, do you see Paige beating Mox, or do we wait for Darby?
I've seen, so do me, all my co-hosts at the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. We talk about this every day. Like, listen, there's no way they can wait for Darby. With all due respect to Darby, I love Darby, but he hasn't been in the picture on television for almost 6 months right now. Hangman is the main character, in my opinion. And what made Double or Nothing even that much better was that it was the first pay-per-view they ended on a good note. The Death Riders didn't run roughshod. They didn't send the crowd home happy or miserable, disappointed. You had that happy ending with Hangman beating Ospreay for the right to face Mox at All In. There's only one decision to be made. Hangman has to leave Texas with that world heavyweight title.
Yep.
The 2 to 3 year storyline between Hangman and Swerve, now the redemption arc with Hangman, it's all leading to Hangman, in my opinion, walking out of Texas with the world heavyweight title. But he's not going to do it alone. The next few weeks, there's some fences going to be mended between Hangman and Swerve, and Ospreay is right there trying to play peacemaker, trying to have everyone put their differences aside for the greater good of AEW. So that's something to keep an eye out, on the road to Texas. But I think that's the only way. It has to be Hangman. Hangman has to be the one to dethrone Mox for the world heavyweight title.
Definitely. Can't wait for Darby. Not at all, man. Let him come down from the mountain, get his bearings together. And
But hold on real quick. We didn't talk about one segment though, about Ricochet, the backstage segment with him.
oh yeah, go ahead, break it down for me. Break it down.
All right, so yeah, Ricochet had a segment. I think it wasn't even in the back, it was off site somewhere. So Ricochet was talking about his win over Mark Briscoe in the stretcher match, but now he has his eyes set on gold, but he's looking around the landscape right now. He's talking about the Death Riders, the Elite, the Hurt Syndicate, and he's thinking in his head he needs a crew in his corner as well. So he's looking around, he's wondering which crew will he associate with. And if you notice that just how I'm doing it, Ricochet did the same thing. He emphasized the word crew a few times. So I mean, you know what? I'm thinking about it. I mean, it'd be interesting pairing if he does pair up with Leo Rush and Action Andretti from Crew. I mean, I think that'd be an interesting pairing. But I mean, listen, Ricochet could do no wrong right now. I have said this over and over again. Right now, he's my wrestler of the year. This dude could get it done in the ring, but the character work that he has done in the past few months has been bar none. He's the number one heel in wrestling, in my opinion, right now. I would take Ricochet's heel run over John Cena's heel run right now. I mean, that's how good he's done it, man. He could do it in so many different ways. I mean, he could be the goofy nerd in 1 second, but he could flip that switch and be a damn serial killer with them damn golden shears or golden scissors. Like, he has that dark side in him that he did show in the stretcher match against Mark Briscoe. Left that man leaking after that match was over. But yeah, Ricochet could do no wrong. If he gets himself a faction, I think he'll just his stock will just rise even past what it is right now.
And Ricochet, just so you know, if you're looking for a faction, look no further than your Bald brothers right here. Bald World Order members. Yes. If you don't have your shirt already, head to the Holy Shhh Podcast.com and cop it right now, fresh off the presses. Ricochet, if you need one, you just send me a P.O. box, and I got a bunch on the way on the house, brother. Just holla at your boy, BWO for life.
Absolutely, man. You know what? Hey, listen, Ricochet, you watch this. I'll be at Texas. I'll be at All In, man. I'll deliver one to you personally, man.
Personally.
Yes, sir.
But what's going on, man? Group Chat Wrestling, man. Tell them about it.
Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. We just released our recent episode, available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all podcast platforms. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok, Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. We release about 3 to 5 clips from every episode every week. Please give us our videos a like, share, and subscribe. Very much appreciated. And Yeah, man. Like I said, we're rocking and rolling. Thank you for your for all of your continued support.
Appreciate you all. And make sure you tune in tomorrow, the Holy Shhh Podcast, our live studio show for season 2 episode. I think we're on 12. Yes, but check it out tomorrow. It's a great social, what should I call it? Mental health. No, more so mental health topics that we are hitting tomorrow more than professional wrestling. So check it out. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Thursday, exclusively on YouTube. But till then, it's been real, man. AEW Dynamite is in the book. Been your boy, ABE from DET.
And that Bald Bro from the NYC.
You guys have been tuning in to the Holy Shhh Podcast, AEW Dynamite post show, and we out.